What is up, crypto community? Welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining me. A lot of big stories in the crypto space that I want to talk about, so let's just hop right into it. And if you guys do like daily crypto news videos, consider hitting the subscribe button. So Bitcoin's having a little bit of a bounce in the past few days since Wednesday, sitting around 41K. Past 48 hours, you can see Bitcoin busted through this 30-day moving average. But I have some hypotheses and thoughts on why I think the market still could go down to the low 30Ks, maybe even the high 20,000s. But on Bitfinex, one of the largest and oldest Bitcoin exchanges, there is $3 billion in Bitcoin longs, way outweighing the number of shorts. And a lot of the time when the market is about to go down or about to go up, you'll see a lot of trade volume in the opposite direction. Why? Because the market makers want to liquidate you. When you get liquidated as a trader, the exchange, the crypto exchange wins. And how do you think these crypto exchanges make money? By traders losing. Another source of discomfort for Bitcoin investors comes from the Grayscale Bitcoin outflow. This is the largest institutional holder of Bitcoin that until January 12th, all their Bitcoin was locked. Since January 12th, it's been unlocked, and there's been a lot of sell pressure because of that. You have these Bitcoin ETFs from the likes of fund managers like BlackRock, Fidelity, and ARK. They have been buying up some of this Bitcoin that Grayscale has been offloading, but it is not outweighing the amount of Bitcoin that Grayscale is selling. However, here this chart illustrates the amount of Bitcoin longs, and you do see that it's going up since January 17th. They have 74,000 Bitcoin in long positions compared to 445 445 more Bitcoin in the longs and the shorts. But ultimately, that's just pure speculation. What does this crypto executive have to say about the price action? He's calling for mid to low 20,000 Bitcoin price before new all-time highs. It's been a pretty bullish time for Bitcoin since the start of this new year. I mean, if you had bought Bitcoin around Christmas time in the new year, a little bit before Halloween time, you could have gotten a double return on your investment. And a lot of people were calling for that back here. In a post on Twitter, Chris Berniski, he is the head of venture capital firm Placeholder, said that the Bitcoin price should drop to at least 30,000. He bets on a new Bitcoin price low before an actual move. He says, in my opinion, Bitcoin to at least 30 to 36K before a local bottom. And I would not be surprised if we test the mid to high 20,000s before it's all said and done. Then we can make actual moves towards the all-time highs. The path to get there will be volatile, expect fake outs, and it will take months to play out. The theory appears to take Bitcoin back to beyond April's block subsidy halving, expecting the recovery from this month's 20 dip to be a much longer term affair. As always, patience is your friend. If I'm right, for the most part, other names will drop more in percent terms than Bitcoin. So maybe not a good time to be in altcoins. A positive note for the XRP community, reaching a record for the past 10 years. Santiment, which is a blockchain data company, they put out a lot of statistics and analysis on the blockchain, recently published a tweet that has revealed the XRP ledger now boasts 5 million unique wallets that contain at least one XRP. And this is the highest number of addresses over the past 10 years of XRP's trading. Compared to today's figures, for example, on January 31st, the total number of wallets with more than 0 XRP stood at 1.5 million. The sixth largest cryptocurrency in terms of market cap, XRP, has added more than double of these wallets within the last 3 years. That is plus 104% in terms of wallet network expansion. And I talked about this recently. What's going to cause XRP to go up in price is the same thing that caused Polygon to go up in price, the same thing that caused Solana to go up in price, the same thing that caused Ethereum to go up in price, the same thing that causes any protocol to go up in price. And yeah, it's as simple as having more buyers than sellers. But the way you get buyers is by having protocols on your blockchain. You need to have developers, you need to have projects building. And XRP, I think in the next year or two, is going to see significant adoption in that space as Ethereum just keeps getting more and more congested, has terrible transaction fees and speeds compared to something like XRP. And when you nail down to that competitive advantage of being a faster blockchain, a more scalable blockchain, XRP will take some of that market cap from Ethereum. The US government planning to sell 118 million BTC. That's peanuts compared to Grayscale Bitcoin. Like I was talking about at the beginning of this video, Grayscale has been selling hundreds of millions of dollars of Bitcoin ever since the unlocking period on January 17th. And what do you guys know? January 17th, the market's just dumped since then. Yes, there's been a little bit of a relief, but I do think we'll see a bounce here off this 200-day moving average, and we'll go down to lower prices. An interesting thing here. So this is where the U.S. government has gotten their Bitcoin from. 94 million from the 2016 Bitfinex hack. 94,000. 69 million from the Silk Road seizure. And 50,000 Bitcoin from Silk Road hacker James Zong. This guy, James Zong, really interesting story behind him. He basically hacked like $10 million of Bitcoin in 2014. Didn't sell any of it. And when he got arrested a few years ago, it was worth $3 billion. The story of how he got arrested is really fascinating. But essentially, he found a way to where when he withdrew Bitcoin from Silk Road, if he double tapped the withdraw button, he could just mint free Bitcoins from the website. And I watched this morning. If you guys are interested in a really cool documentary, it's only 30 minutes long. It's on the CNBC YouTube channel. How to Steal and Lose More Than $3 billion in Bitcoin. This is James Zong right here. And the way he got hacked, or the way he got caught actually, he called the police one day a few years ago. Someone had broken into his house and stole $400,000 of cash and $600,000 worth of Bitcoin from him. Keep in mind, this guy was worth $3 billion from his Silk Road hack, and he called the police over this $1 million scam. And when he called the police, that basically opened up this portal where they started investigating him and connected his Bitcoin address to the $3 billion hack of 50,000 Bitcoins. So this guy would have been off scotch-free, enjoying his billions of Bitcoin, but he called the police over a $1 million theft of his house, and that's ultimately what got him caught. Kind of a silly story. He seems like a nice guy, though, if you watch his documentary, but I really enjoyed it. If you're in crypto, I'm sure you'll enjoy it as well. Really quick, guys, if you want $41 for free, sign up with Webull, deposit 1 penny, and you're guaranteed $41 in free stocks. You can get up to $25,000, but typically you're just going to get $40 to $300. But it's a great offer just for signing up and depositing 1 penny. You're guaranteed $41 in free stocks. You can find a link to Webull in the video description below. So yeah, basically all we can deduce from this story, the U.S. government has tons of Bitcoin. Grayscale has unlocked a bunch of Bitcoin. So that just means there's a lot of sell pressure in the market, and no one should be surprised if we do see lower prices on Bitcoin over the next month or two. Another interesting story here. 11 Bitcoin miners may not mine profitably post-halving. You can see right here what the Bitcoin price must be for the miners to be in profit. And you can see that only 2 miners are in profit under 40,000. CLSK, which is Clean Spark Inc., they will be profitable until 36,000, which Bitcoin's at 41K, not too far off from that. And then the only miner, I think this is Bitdeer, they have the lowest price, 17,000. So it's going to be interesting to see the behavior that these miners exhibit if the Bitcoin price does not rebound. I haven't been in crypto long enough for these Bitcoin halvings. I got into crypto around 2020, but I'm curious to see with the previous halvings, maybe I should do some research on that, what the break-even price was for miners, because this will be a big problem. And if these miners do decide to turn off their rigs because it is not profitable, and the only reason they mine Bitcoin is for profit, if they do turn off their miners, that's going to hurt the Bitcoin hash rate and harm the whole network. So just an interesting story, is something I'm going to be keeping my eye on as we get closer to April and that Bitcoin halving date. Guys, hope you have a great weekend. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. Until next time.